live from the National News Studio, Sri Lanka.
Good evening. This is the National News Telecast. I'm Moin Hettiarachri.
And I'm Dilanjali Anand, and these are your top stories for tonight. Results and cut-off marks of the Grade 5 scholarship examination released. The all-share price index of the Colombo Stock Exchange increased up to 17,000. Reports published on cancelling the vehicle permits of public servants are false. The expenses of the official residences of the former presidents presented to the Parliament. Paying compensation for crop damages will begin within this month. Imported white rice sold in Mathura at a wholesale price of 205 rupees per kilo. 3 suspects of the Al Odyssey e-ticket fraud arrested. The US president warns the Russian leader to end the Ukraine war.
Now to those and other stories in today's top story. The results of the 2024 Grade 5 scholarship examinations are out now.
The Department of Examinations say that results can be obtained by logging on to www.donits.lk or www.resultsexams.gov.lk official websites of the department. In the meantime, the cut-off mark limits of the scholarship exam have also been issued today. Results can be obtained by including the accurate examination number of the candidate through the official website of the Department of Examinations. Facilities are also provided to get a printed copy after downloading the concerned examination results through the website. Among the district cut-off marks limits of 2024, the highest cut-off mark limit has been recorded as 140 medium. Colombo, Gampaha, Kalutara, Kandy, Matale, Gaul, Mathura, Kurunegala and K-Gaul districts are included in the cut-off marks limit. The cut-off limit of the Hambantota and Ratnapura districts has been 139 marks, while the same limit in Putlam, Anuradhapura, Polonnaruwa, Badulla and Muraragala districts is 137 marks in the Sinhala medium. In Noora Elia and Ampara districts, the cut-off marks limits has been 136 marks. In Trincomalee district, and the same limit is 135 marks, and in Mannar, Vaunia, Mullaitivu and Batticaloa districts, it has been mentioned as 130 marks. Only in Jaffna and Kilinochchu districts, the cut-off marks limit has been indicated as 139 marks in Tamil medium. The cut-off marks have been decided according to the total number of marks obtained by examination candidates and according to the district and the medium of the candidates who have appeared for the examination. The number of candidates who will receive students' assistance has been 20,000, and out of them 250 scholarships has been reserved for candidates with special needs. 319,284 candidates appeared for the scholarship examination in 2024, and the number of candidates who are above the cut-off mark has been 51,224 according to the Department of Examinations. The Department of Examination announces that in case any candidate requires an appeal regarding marks, that can be done between 27th of this month and 6th of February online. For inquiries, information can be obtained by dialing the hotline 1911 and 0112 784 208, 0112 784 537 or 0112 786 616 and 0112 785 922 of the School Examination and Results Branch of the Department of Examinations.
The all-share price index of the Colombo Stock Exchange has set a new record today, reaching 17,000. According to the CSE, the all-share price index reached an all-time high of 17,025 at the closing of trading today. The CSE further said that the turnover was 10 billion rupees as reported today.
Following the market rally from last December, the Colombo Stock Exchange witnessed some profit-taking and cautious investor activity in the first week of January, leading to a noticeable decline in the indices. However, the prevailing low interest rate environment, tax exemptions on capital gains, and positive developments in the macro front, such as rupee appreciation, improved tourism earnings, and higher worker remittances, led to renewed investor optimism, leading the ASPI to a new all-time high of 17,000 today. This upward trajectory was mainly fueled by the banking sector counters following the finalization of debt restructuring and upgrade of national long-term ratings of listed banks by Fitch Rating.
Deputy Minister Professor Anil Jayantha Fernando told the Parliament today that the government has not taken any decision to cancel the vehicle permits issued to the public officials. He revealed these facts in response to a question raised in the House. Parliamentarian Najit Indika said that government servants received vehicle permits for over last 5 years. However, they were not given permission to import vehicles. Based on the statement made by the President this year, some elements criticized the government regarding this matter. He questioned the government over its stance whether to cancel the vehicle permits of government servants. Deputy Minister Professor Anil Jayantha Fernando said that the government has no intention of depriving these officials of their privilege. There may be shortcomings in the past when issuing the vehicle permits. Some public officials have requested other benefits instead of the vehicle permit. However, the government will study all these proposals. Anyway, the government has not taken any decision to cancel the vehicle permits. Professor Anil Jayantha Fernando said that about 15,000 to 20,000 officers are eligible to have vehicle permits according to the government statistics. If this amount is allowed to import vehicles, the country cannot reach the targeted economic goal in 2025. The government is unable to expand the economy. This is a matter of priority, but not a policy decision to cancel the permits.
Minister Dr. Nalinda Jayatissa informed the Parliament today that a huge amount of public funds were spent on to maintaining the mansions of former President. The Premier Minister questioned whether the public should bear such a huge burdens.
Minister Dr. Nalinda Jayatissa said that the total market value of Gotabaya Rajapaksa's official residence amounts to 2,598 million rupees. The monthly rental for the residence amounts to 1.2 million rupees. Gotabaya Rajapaksa has vacated from this residence. The total market value of the residence allocated for the former President Ranil Wickremesinghe in Paget Road costs 3,132 million rupees. With regard to the current market value, the monthly rental amounts to 2.9 million rupees. The official residence located for former First Lady Hema Premadasa, the market value amounts to 933 million rupees and the monthly rental would be 1.1 million rupees. She vacated the residence in 2023. The official residence given to former President Maithripala Sirisena amounts to the market value of 1,005 million rupees. There would be a monthly rental of 900,000 rupees. Maithripala Sirisena still resides at this residence. Former President Mahinda Rajapaksa residence consists of 1 acre and 13 plots of land with a land area of 30,534 square feet. The market value stands at 3,128 million rupees. The residence together with land amounts to a market value of over 3,300 million rupees. The government has spent more than 800,000 rupees for repairing and maintenance work of Hema Premadasa's residence for the year 2021-2022. During the past few years, the amount of money spent for the repairs in the residence of former President Gotabaya Rajapaksa amounts to 800,000 rupees. For the residence of former President Maithripala Sirisena, the repair cost has been around 1.9 million rupees. The maintenance and repair cost of former President Mahinda Rajapaksa's residence amounts to more than 3.3 million rupees in the year 2020. In 2022, this amount has been equivalent to 395,000 rupees. For 2023, it costs over 300 million rupees, while in 2024, 900,000 rupees, and the maintenance cost was 46,000 rupees, and for repairs of his residence, an amount of 43 million rupees has been spent. The people of this country cannot bear such a heavy burden, and the NPP government would take steps to change the political culture of this country.
Over 69,000 persons have been affected due to the torrential rains experienced in some parts of the island since the 10th of this month. Anuradhapura, Batticaloa and Ampara districts are the areas that have been severely affected. 3 deaths have been reported so far and the relief services are operational as of now. Director of the Disaster Management Centre, Pradeep Kodipille, said that it is reported that 68,454 persons in 16 districts have been affected due to the severely affected areas are Batiklo, Ampara and Anuradhapura districts. He said that 3 deaths have so far been reported, adding that 26 safety centres are maintained at present and that 1,587 individuals are housed. 67 persons and 19 families in Vavuniya district have been displaced due to rain. The Vavuniya district secretary has instructed the relevant officials to take measures to provide relief for them. All sluice gates of the mid-area irrigational tank are still open. 5 gates of the tank are open 1 feet and 2 gates at half feet. Tanks release of water at a flow rate of 1300 cubic feet per second. All the sluice gates of the Kaudul irrigational tank remain open since the water level is rapidly increasing. It releases the water at a rate of 2,000 cubic feet per second. And Kampilia Oya River water level of the Kaudul irrigation tank is increasing since the excessive water. At a press briefing today, Deputy Minister Dr. Susil Ransinghe said that measures will be taken immediately to provide relief for affected farmers and their damaged crops. Deputy Minister said that about 2,000 to 3,000 acres of paddy land have been inundated in Ampara district and said that after receding the flood water, the Ministry of Agriculture will deploy officers to assess the crop damages. He added that the ministry expects to provide the relevant relief for the affected farmers and their crops.
Chairman of the Agrarian Insurance Board, Premasri Jayasinghe, says that paying compensation to the farmers who underwent crop damages will be started within this month. He expressed these views addressing the media. Chairman of the Agrarian Insurance Board, Premasri Jayasinghe, said that nearly 75,000 acres of crops were damaged due to the floods occurred in last November. He said that about 55,000 farmers were affected in this matter. He added that during the past few months, officials of the Agrarian Insurance Board estimated the crop damages. After the estimating, the amount of compensation is now being calculated. He also said that paying compensation for the farmers in the Polonnaruwa district will be started before the end of this month. Chairman of the Agrarian Insurance Board said that a sum of 100,000 rupees per hectare will be paid.
The policy of the government is to ensure a sustainable and safe and healthy food system for the citizen. The aim of the food policy and the safety committee is to take the relevant action. The Minister of Agriculture, Livestock, Land and Irrigation, K.D. Lal Kantha, and the Ministry of Trade, Commerce and Food Safety and Cooperative Development, Vasantha Samarasinghe, along with members of the Food Policy and Safety Committee, assembled in the President's office for the first time. It has been emphasized the meeting that the accurate data and information and the extremely important in taking policy decisions regarding ensuring of food safety. The view has also been forwarded that the government is not prepared to take the risk of taking decisions without them and said the high priority should be awarded to prepare an accurate data and information system. Minister K.D. Lal Kantha pointed out that providing rice as an input for consumption as well as any animal food required in chicken and egg industry and for industries such as beer production. The minister also gave instruction to the members of Food Policy and Safety Committee to take steps to prevent food wastage. Attention was also paid to many matters, including creation of a national food safety policy framework, maintaining essential food information system, and making arrangements for increasing local production and distribution. The discussions also focused on food safety, food prices, and market management. The assistance of 3 armed forces has been received in distributing imported white kakadu rice in Mathura district. Rice will be distributed to traders in Mathura by the Akurasa cooperative at the wholesale price of 205 rupees per kilogram. Rice, which has arrived from Colombo to Akurasa, has been transported to all towns in Mathura district by army trucks. According to the chairman of the Multipurpose Cooperative Society of Akurasa, it will help to reduce the shortage of white kakadu rice in the district. Chairman of the Akurasa MPCS Limited, WTK Rajapaksa, pointed out that there is a problem in the distribution of goods. He added that due to this reason, the cooperatives is taking steps to provide Nadu and white rice in a reduced price to all traders in Mathura district. He further said that measures will be taken to provide goods to the retail dealers where they can obtain a special profit. The Criminal Investigation Department has arrested 3 suspects regarding the e-ticketing fraud of the Al-Odyssey train. 121 e-tickets were also found in their possession. The CID has started investigations regarding the e-ticketing fraud under the complaint received by them. Based on the information revealed by this investigation, a technical officer of the Railway Department who is serving Trichinopoli area was arrested yesterday. The investigation officers have taken 92 e-tickets from his possession. During the interrogation, he has said that these tickets were kept to be sold to local and foreign tourists at high prices. In addition, the CID has arrested a person in Matale area, and Kandy Crime Division has taken another person to their custody. Another 29 e-tickets and 131,000 rupees were found in their possession. The suspects have been produced before the Colombo Magistrates Court today. Secretary of the Harbour General Trade Union, Niroshan Konanage, had lodged a complaint at the President's Special Investigation today. It is regarding a former managing director of the harbour. The Secretary of the Harbour General Trade Union, Niroshan Konanage, said that 15 matters were included in this complaint lodged against the former officer. All the information relevant to this complaint is recorded at the Sri Lanka Ports Authority. He said that therefore the employees of the harbour expect an investigation that will be conducted regarding the complaint immediately. He added that following the investigation, legal action should be taken against former managing director who is responsible for misusing public funds, fraud, corruption and preparing forged documents.
Minister Dr. Nalindra Jayatissa says that Sri Lanka's health indices indicate excellent values based on the commitment and perseverance of the health professionals. The minister made these remarks at a discussion held today with the health trade unions. This discussion has been organized to address the employment problems faced by the health professionals and to entertain views and proposals of the trade unions for the development of health service. The minister pointed out that by solving their problems immediately, acting with mutual understanding, the health service can be taken forward without strikes or protests. The minister stresses that he is not hesitating to take legal and justifiable actions for the purpose. Secretary to the Health Ministry, Consultant Dr. Anil Jasingha, and representatives of main professions of the health service, including doctors and nurses, were present at this discussion.
Prime Minister Dr. Harini Amarasuriya says that steps will be taken in the coming 3 months to solve the problems regarding the basic rights of the indigenous people. The Prime Minister made these remarks in a discussion organised by the Parliament complex by the Ministry of Environment. Minister Dr. Hiniduma Sunil Senavi observed that these people are a historical asset of the country. Safeguarding their rights by protecting them is essential. Minister Dhammika Patabendi, participating in the discussion, emphasized that the steps will be taken to formulate the necessary rules and regulations and get them passed. Attention was also paid to the legal and technical factors in order to minimize problems by the indigenous people. This occasion was attended by people's representatives and others, including a group of indigenous community. Participating in a media briefing after the discussion, leader of the indigenous community, Uruwalige Vanyato, explained about the historical importance of his community and also expressed his views about the problems faced by them. The leader of the indigenous community, Uruwalige Vanyato, said that the primary expectation is to obtain permission to live in a forest with freedom and enough space. The rights of the community has to be safeguarded, and the same has been informed through the Geneva Conference. The promise given by the governments of the past has been just verbal promises, and the aim was to stop the voicing of their problems. Although various actions were taken, they were not confirmed by legal measures. He hoped the solutions would be provided their problems by the present government. The Prime Minister and the rest have agreed to take steps in this regard within 3 months.
Doctors say that due to the use of alcohol, drugs and tobacco, people have to face many health problems and social and economic issues as well. Doctors stressed this fact at a media briefing held under the title of Current Challenges Posed to Well-Being of Sri Lankans in the Face of the Businesses of Tobacco, Alcohol, Cannabis and Other Narcotics. Addressing a press conference held in Colombo, Dr. Anula Vijayasundara of Sri Lanka Medical Council said that around 20,000 deaths reported annually as a result of alcohol addiction. She said that over 40,000 kids face difficulties as they lose their fathers due to the menace. Dr. Mahesh Rajasurya pointed out that according to the latest statistics of the World Health Organization, over 7% of deaths occur due to the ill effects of alcohol consumption. Dr. Bhutika Aberatna said that there is a misconception of usage of cannabis. Organized groups spread false claims of enhancing creativity and good mental condition due to the usage of cannabis. The doctor stressed it was a false claim. He invited interested parties to visit treatment centers and observed that how many youth became mental patients as a result of cannabis addiction.
Now for more local items in brief. The Colombo High Court ordered to declare a reply lecture presented by Bribery Commission in order to relevant petition filed against the former Central Bank Governor Ajit Nimad Cabral and several other respondents on the 21st of February. Under this petition, Ajit Nimad Cabral and others have been accused of committing a loss of nearly 1.8 billion rupees to the government through investing money in Greek bonds. This order was issued by the case summoned before the Colombo High Court Judge RSS Sapua today. A lorry that carried a stock of tiles overturned at the Demodara junction in Badulla Bandaravilla main road. This morning, a person was injured in the accident. Several three-wheelers parked along the Spring Valley Road and trade stores have been also damaged due to the stealing of tiles around the area. Police investigation has been started regarding an incident of two unidentified persons mounted on a motorbike shooting at a house in Avenue in Kandanaya last year. Police have arrested the relevant motorcyclist and 6 suspects who abetted the crime. Investigation officers have received CCTV footage and the suspect's garment van was getting down the motorcycle and walking along the road. The suspect has not been properly identified. The police request the public to inform any information regarding the gunman to Kandana OIC by dialing 1071 859 1594. A suspect with motor vehicle has been taken into custody with 11.2 kilograms of ice narcotic, 180 grams of heroin and 255,000 rupees suspect to be earned by selling drugs. The 2 suspects have been arrested with a pair of elephant pearl worth about 15.6 million rupees when they were transporting them for sales. We'll be back with foreign news after a short break.
Now in foreign news, Donald Trump has warned he will impose high tariffs and further sanctions on Russia if Vladimir Putin fails to end the war in Ukraine. Writing on his social media platform Truth Social, Donald Trump said that by pushing to settle the war, he was doing Russia and its president a very big favor. Trump had previously said he would negotiate a settlement to Russia's full-scale invasion launched in February 2022 in a single day. Russia has not yet responded to the remarks, but senior officials have said in recent days that there is a small window of opportunity for Moscow to deal with the new US administration. Putin has said repeatedly that he is prepared to negotiate and bring an end to the war, which first began in 2014, but that Ukraine would have to accept the reality of Russian territorial gains.
Now on to sports news. The Indian women's under-19 cricket team defeated Sri Lankan under-19 by 60 runs in the under-19 Women's T20 World Cup tournament. The tournament is being held in Malaysia. After winning the toss, Sri Lanka women's team decided to field first. The Indian team scored 118 runs for 9 wickets in their allotted 20 overs. The highest scorer, Gongadi Trisha, scored 49 in bowling. Pramodi Metsara, Limansa Tilakaratna and Aseni Palagune scored 2 wickets each, chasing a victory target of 119 runs. The Sri Lankan women's players scored only 58 runs, losing 9 wickets in the 20 overs. Rashmika Saiwandi, who scored 15 runs, was the only player to get past 10 runs in the Sri Lankan team. Shanab Shikhil, Vijay Josesa and Varnika Sisoda scored 2 wickets each for India in bowling. Accordingly, India is now leading Group A with the help of 6 bonus points. Sri Lanka is in the second place in Group A with 4 bonus points. Sri Lankan women's team will play in the Super 6 round of the team in the first group.
Nice bit of touch here, just off the pads. Looks for the second run, and that's going to be out by an absolute... Tries to go big, and across the line she goes, and the finger...
The stroke of the over. Beautiful piece of bowling.
That's a bit of turn here, that's a tough effort. Six style 2 victory by 60 runs for Nikki Prasad and her team. Confirmation of India's victory by 60.
That's it for tonight's English News telecast. Thank you for joining us. Good night.